This one is... I have a guide for this one. We'll see how this Chaosmancer does in this quest. This quest is sort of challenging. We should be fine. I have high enough charisma that I can just get right through the front door. I don't need to do all the extra fighting. So if you're curious what I'm talking about in the guide video that I made, like if you have the allure skills, which I always recommend that you make a character that has good allure skills, you can bluff and then either haggle or to blow your way through, and then they'll open the door for you. That just saves you going in the back way, which through the back way you have to do a bunch of fighting. But they both lead exactly the same place. Either if you fight your way through or if you bluff your way through, it leads into this room here. And then from here, you're going to go exactly the same way. We're going into this little side alley here. So the result is the same, but how you get there, which those allure skills, like if you can skip a fight, especially if you were doing this on R4 or higher or in the hardcore server, you can skip a fight. It's always better, right, to just get in and out as fast as you can. So that's why I love the allure skills, and it's why I think when the mimic event is up, I highly recommend farming for a glib tongue necklace. They're just super useful because they make it so that it's very difficult to fail an allure check. And so this here, we're not going to worry about what's down there. We just basically hit our checkpoint. Now, if we fall, although you don't want to fall into that room because I've tested this before, the checkpoint won't warp you up here if you fall into that room. But if you were to fall into this room where that Plague Reaper is, it would warp you back up here. You can obviously you can mess around with this as much as you want, but I'll just show you how I do it. So we just keep updating our checkpoint, and here we just have to make sure that this. Actually, I'll move over here so you can kind of see the vision on that thing. They kind of limit it. I think it goes a little further than this actually, to be honest, but we just basically want to make sure that it's not looking at us. It won't know that we're here. Like, we can stand even right next to it. It won't know that we're here unless its little eye, the roving eye, looks at you. So we just keep updating our checkpoints in case we fall. Which, you know, with the lag in DDO, it's easy to fall. So I highly recommend that you update the check. You could do this without touching those checkpoints at all. It's just a precaution in case you do fall. So here's my 7th. And then this one here, we're going to go right now because they'll both be facing straight ahead. So they're both facing straight ahead. So here we go. There's checkpoint 8. We're trying to get into that door right there with the purple crystal over it. This is the scariest part, because that dude, if you walk out like right here, it'll see you. I don't know if this one particularly has like a farther vision on it, but I've been spotted standing right here. So I always recommend that you be really careful on this corner. Wait for it to turn away, and then we can update our checkpoint. And then we're just going to basically wait for them to both be looking at each other. Because like I said, you can stand right next to these things as long as they're not looking at you. It won't know that I'm here. And this is when we go right now. Okay, and there's checkpoint 10. It basically, this is like a very complicated version of the floor is lava. If you've ever played that kids game. So you don't want to touch the floor in any of that part there. My experience with this trap is this particular first trap works. Whether they patch the second trap to actually start working as a trap, I don't know. But I would be careful on this first one, at least until somebody hits the lever. I think you could also target a lever and then have like Darling run through the trap because she's got improved evasion and hit the trap lever for you if you were soloing this on hardcore or something like that. So we need this key because it's going to get us into the area where we can open up what we need to activate that purple crystal. We're still connected to a, you know, like if we fell, we would be warped to trigger 10 or whatever the one that we hit was. And this hallway is always so, like, gross. It just always has a ton of mobs in it. See if I can lightning storm them. Yeah, that was good. Oh, I've got that damage boost. I need to get... Oh, that's it. All right, so here... So, you know, I used to know how to do this puzzle. They kind of changed it. And now I'm forgetting. I think we're just supposed to hit every one of these once. I think that's how we do it, but I might be wrong. That's at least how we used to have to do it. So we'll just go in order. Right, we'll just go for 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so we just went in order and that did it. The lever resets it if you accidentally step on one by accident. So we're done in that room, basically. And then here, we all know how to do these, right? They place them up on these little pedestals so we don't have to worry about getting hit by the laser beam, which was very thoughtful of them. Okay. Good to go. When I first did this quest, I was super confused. And I've come to really like it because it's a very interesting design. It's creative. It's not really like anything that we've had before, a little bit, but I like it. I was happy to see that they were making quests that were sort of really engaging and interesting in the complexity of it. And, you know, like I thought, I got a real kick out of the floor is lava as an idea. So we just have to make sure that these are facing forward or backward. It looks like right now they're facing to the side a little bit. Yeah. So we can actually go when they switch now. Right now. All right, and here we have to be careful. I've got spotted here. Okay, they're both facing each other, so we're good to go. If you're doing this on High Skull Reaper, though, there's a lot of mobs. Oh, there's a Fear Reaper. I cannot move. I had some effect on me that was rooting me. I think it was like a wild surge pinned me to the ground or something. Oh, I got the healing unicorn. Where is it? I didn't see it. Yeah, I still don't see it. I don't know where it is. I saw the word for it, but... I keep thinking, like, for Elder Scrolls Online, if they took the engine and updated the combat to be like DDO, then you would have, like, a really great RPG game. Like, basically just merge the two games together, because ESO is really beautiful. It's like a really beautiful game, really great character model and character design system. It's just their gameplay. The combat wasn't good. Nothing like TDO, which has older graphics. I mean, it still looks okay, but the best thing about this game is the combat system. You know, the way that you can build a build that's based on an idea and you can still make it viable, whereas in a lot of games they put you on a track to just play a certain type of class, like a healer or a tank or a DPS, and then you just get to pick certain abilities in that, you know, class line, but you can't really... Like, I could make a warlock that is a healer, which, you know, wouldn't be something that people would expect. But you could do it. You could make a tank out of a rogue if you really wanted to. I don't know why you would, but you could. Yeah, I just grew really big. I should be able to go in there and step on them all. It's really cool. It would be really nice if you could make your character get really big or really small on purpose. Okay, now here come all the rats. I'm gonna electrocute all the rats. So that was not that satisfying. There we go. Color spray. That was good. We'll do another lightning storm. That was pretty good. Okay. Oh, I got my unicorn. There he is. And lightning storm him. So the cuddle puddle will heal you. Not a lot, but it works. I think it's a 10-second channel of about 1,000 hit points. Something like that. Excellent. That would be cool too, to have like some sort of an item that you could summon that would pull out the unicorn cuddle puddle. Or if it were like a spell that you could learn and cast if you were a druid, that would be even better. Yeah, the 10-second cast time on those SLAs is so difficult. That's really, really slow. Or we're skipping everything, we're just going up. Up, up, up. We're running around the Morgrave University, and it's sort of like a Hogwarts where we're running in to these weird hallways. This is the second trapped hallway that I told you about that I don't know if they patched it up. We'll try it. Yeah, so this still is an illusion. And the illusion will vanish once you get rid of the mobs. But for now, it's something that you don't need to worry about. On hardcore, I still try to avoid touching it, but it's just never done any damage, so... I'm not sure if they intended to, if it's supposed to be an illusion. I don't know, but it vanishes as soon as all the mobs are dead. This fight here is really difficult, this next fight. In the sense of, like, mob density. There's a couple mobs here that can knock you down. This dude does Cyclonic Blast, which will also knock you down, so you have to be careful. So if you're on hardcore, like, this is a fight that I would not just run into without being aware that you could easily die. So in order to, like, sort of prepare for that, we will buff up a little bit. And I'll even give myself a Reaper boost, and I'll remove the curse. Okay, I'm gonna turn around and hit these things with a... Yeah, that's awesome. Luckily, our spells are just doing so much damage. I didn't get knocked down. These skull guards, though, they hit really hard. And I talk about this every time I come in here, but you have to also be really careful if you're on hardcore going up against these. Because while this may look like beams, this is actually a wall. And if you touch the wall, it does a bunch of damage to you that you can't really mitigate. So... the best advice is to just go through this maze slow. And if you do accidentally touch it, to stop and heal, because it will kill you. Especially if there's like a Reaper. Okay, we got the Fear Reaper. Lightning? Yeah, it did okay. I hit the wall. You know, it's no joke. That does a lot. I have 1,000 hit points, but... be really afraid. I might actually even skip this quest on hardcore, to be honest. Like, there's so much favor, you can easily skip it. I just wouldn't want to accidentally hit this wall. Like, there, I just hit it. 250 damage almost. I did get rid of Colors of the Queen, and I took fast healing to kind of help me out with healing up. I don't need to use the shrine because there's only one fight left. And I still have half my mana. We have to fight a Vrock that will... he has 2 phases, and you kill him and then he comes back renewed. Brings a bunch of ads and does telegraphs on the ground. It's pretty much like a low level... the way it functions like a low level raid boss. But good video game boss design. I like when they do stuff like this. So it's gonna appear with a bunch of First it stretches and then it's doubles, I think. Okay, we've got to get rid of this Reaper. Okay, we got the Reaper. That's the telegraph on the ground that we have to get out of. And that's the second one. Would it be an insta-kill? I don't know if it would insta-kill me, but that does like a poison dot if you stand in it, and then you take a lot more damage if you have that on you. And then that does, I think, sonic damage. So this is phase 1. We'll push him to phase 2. Now this is phase 2. There's a Reaper in there. Okay, let's get the Carnage Reaper. Get out of the telegraph. I'm at 600. I don't want to try and see how much damage that thing does. I'm assuming it's going to do 1,000 damage, so I don't want to accidentally die this far in by standing in a telegraph. It's also good, you know, to always pay attention to what you're standing in. You know, you want to move. You don't want to stand in stupid. As like a lot of healers who heal raids will say, I can heal lots of things, but I can't heal stupid. So you have to always pay attention to what you're standing in. Good training if you're ever planning on playing as a tank. Okay, we just get almost 60,000 XP for that. That's great. And we got a reliquary heavy crossbow. Pretty cool. But that's that. I think this is great. I really like this quest. I love the fact that you're in this university. I think it's a great building. I hope they do a lot more with it. Maybe I'm in a minority who thinks it would be a really good way to start DDO, to teach you your character and how to do stuff, but that actually was in the game when the game first launched. The intro thing that you had to do before you ran around Kobold Island was that you had to make it through sort of like a little maze where they taught you how to walk up a ladder and open a door and things like that. So, like, I think that would be pretty cool. Not necessarily, we don't need more quests like the one that's out in Three Barrel Cove where you actually do have to walk up that wall like the old Batman TV show. But I think it's good to like kind of get new players to think about how the physics in this game work a little bit different. And also traps, like how to deal with traps. Like, I mean, that needs to be a class at the university, right? Like how to deal with traps 101, the different types of traps, what the different types of traps do, how to approach them if you can't trap. Like, you know, that would be, you design, this is a quest, right? You tell the teacher, I can trap, I can't trap, but you have to make it through the same obstacle course of traps. So then if you can't trap, then you have to learn ways to jump over or move around or like utilize the environment or, you know, get a hireling, something, you know, like something. They kind of do that in Korthos Island where if you run up to the door and Jeets is like, can you do that door? And you're like, no, Jeets, I can't do the door. And he's like, okay, I'll do the door for you. But that doesn't really teach a new player to DDO how to do a trap. That just kind of is in the middle of that little Korthos story. I think it would be really cool rather than like, I don't know if you guys remember this, but Korthos Island, like if you went into those first few quests, those traps used to insta-kill you. The ice trap at the end where that giant is, that you have to click the, you have to do the little colored sigils on the panel there and get both of the ice jets spraying at the giant. If you got hit by that, you were dead. Like that was a one hit. There are a bunch of traps in Korthos that they reduce the damage by like 99%, so now they really don't even hurt you. But I think what they did by doing that is make it so that a lot of players don't really respect traps and how to do them. And so my experience as someone who's run a guild on hardcore for all 9 seasons, all the seasons that we've had so far, is that I've seen traps be pretty much the #1 killer every single season. People die to traps. And if you've done waterworks 50 times and you die to a trap in waterworks, I mean, there's certain ways to easily mitigate traps in this game. Some of them are cheeses. A good example of that would be like Tangleroot, where in the last quest in the Hobgoblin Fortress there, you open a door and there's a bunch of whirly blades, and if you run into them, that's an insta-kill, but you can hug the wall and go around. Now, whether that's by design or whether that's just an unintended way to navigate, this is what I'm saying. Like, how would the average new player to DDO know that? They probably would just run in and hit the blades and die, or they would know that they have to stop, look for a box, and then pick the trap.
Where are you going? Hunting for gold that is flowing. Somewhere in the cold world, yet there is no knowing. Hey la, oh la 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 la. We love games, there's a standing stone. Let's make camp. We love games, let's make camp and play more games. Hey la, oh la 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 la. We love games. Where are you going? There's no knowing what magic awaits, what evil is growing. Hey la, oh la la la. Ooh, we love games, there's a standing stone. Let's make camp. We love games, let's make camp and play more games. Hey la, oh la la. We love games. We love games. All crypts is folly. Just play games and be jolly. Magical treasures hide in the dark, so rest and embark. Ooh, we love games, there's a standing stone. Let's make camp. We love games, let's make camp and play more games. Hey la, oh la la. We love games. Hunting on crypts is fun. Just play games and be jolly. Magical treasures hide in the dark, so rest and embark. We love games, there's a standing stone. Let's make camp. We love games, let's make camp and play more games.